Okay, so I'm here at Data Center World London with Andrea,
Compostela, yeah.
and I'm just wondering what it is that you're particularly presenting here. Have you got some new solutions? What are you talking to the attendees here? What are you telling them about?
Yeah, first of all, we are happy to be here with our own booth in London, and we have news, yes, because we complete our product range. So we have our products in the EPM, PTFE, like we had in Singapore. Now we have also the solution in silicon and a solution in HNABR. HNABR is more, let's say, a solution for immersion cooling. So where there is not water with glycol, but there is oil, special types. Silicon with all these advantages of pureness, of flexibility, of high resistance to temperature. And then PTFE, as we had before, is a very good solution for pureness, for all the characteristics PTFE has in contact with the water with glycol or with the oil for the immersion cooling. And EPM, which is our main product, is always a PDM rubber category. But the advantage of EPM is that it's a little superior in resisting chemically and also for temperature. We have in EPM, HNBR, we have three different structures. One is smooth, one is convoluted, and one is, we call it flex, so T-corrugation. This is a great solution to flexibility needed in the application.
And in terms of liquid cooling, which seems to have gained sort of significant momentum over the last 12 or so months, you're perhaps well observed because you sort of sit on the side, you don't necessarily back in one or the other, but do you have any thoughts as to direct-to-chip versus immersion, and just as to what works where, or how you see the market developing?
Our impression and what we hear the market is that, of course, immersion cooling is still a niche, but the efficiency of immersion cooling is much better. The market is still looking for the best liquid in order to improve the efficiency. So we decided to work very closely with all the main liquid producers in making a mutual test on our product, our compound with the liquid. And we cannot declare yet because we are in the final process with some of biggest. And so then there will be a market agreement that we can communicate to the market. But more complex is this situation, let's say these new solutions, more advantages we think to be able to give because, for instance, our PTFE solution, whatever we change, liquid or more aggressive or more fatty, PTFE has no problem. If I'm using standard PDM that there is in the market, can be a limit. So we are, let's say, prepared for the, let's say, evolution that a liquid for the cooling can have in the market. Plus, all our product ranges are according to UL, so UL certified from UL officially, and for the flame retardant performance.
And are you surprised at the number of people that are coming in with liquids? I mean, household names, sort of Castrol, Shell, you name it, they all seem to want to come into this space. Does that surprise you, or do you think it makes sense, if you like?
In the beginning, it was surprising me. And then I understood that liquid is not a detail, because it's very important. Because the more performance has the liquid, the more efficiency, less energy consumption. So liquid becomes really important in the cooling in the data center. That's why. And as you said, it's very clear because all these big names are keep pushing, keep innovating, trying to propose in the market different liquid. So, I mean, like Petronas, Shell, Castrol, some big names, Exxon. So it's quite interesting.
And without obviously revealing any secrets, the idea is that you're going to come up with sort of preferred liquids to work with your solutions. Is that what you do, sort of recommended solutions, or how will those partnerships come to market, if you like?
Yeah, we don't want to recommend because I think most manufacturers cannot say which liquid to use. Sure. But I want to have a solution for any type of liquid. So if let's say, system integrator or cooling system producer want to use a certain liquid because for them it's more efficient, we want to have the solution for that kind of liquid. That's our target. And potentially, possibly, to show also that we made a mutual test with success from our side and from the liquid producer side.
And in terms of the technology, you say your portfolio is for now complete. You have solutions for everything, or is there anything you're sort of looking to develop, over the next 12 or 18 months to, I don't know, cater for what you're aware might be coming in the liquid cooling environment?
I think in these last couple of years, I think we get a lot of information from the market, talking with big OEMs, talking with liquid producers. And I think with HNABR, which is the fourth latest range, I think we covered. Yeah. And then we'll see if the market is changing.
And I know I asked, but perhaps I can just ask again, in terms of direct-to-chip and then immersion, the people I talk to suggest that immersion will be the end sort of game just because of its, I think you explained it, the efficiency, but obviously dunking a whole load of IT hardware into a liquid is a bit more of a sort of something to overcome as opposed to direct-to-chip. Is that where you think we will end up for technical reasons? Or?
From what I understood, immersion cooling costs more,
right?
Has more limits in construction, but more efficient. So I think it will remain a niche, maybe a big niche. Who never knows? We will see.
And also in terms of, I guess most people are focusing on the sort of hyperscale, the gigawatt factories, the AI learning models. Are you excited by the potential of edge data centers when the AI inferencing happens? And does that give you another sort of big market opportunity? Because I presume there might be some liquid cooling there if you're processing AI applications in the edge as well?
Yeah, also because we see with this trend, this booming for supercomputer. I think with the supercomputer effect, of course, also in the standard data center, they are using more and more liquid cooling. And so there is not only the growth for data center for supercomputer, but potentially there is a growth also of the standard data center that will be cooled down with liquid. So I think now there is a booming, still growing, but I think the market for liquid cooling in data center will stay big also in the future.